Hello guys, welcome to my channel. This is Minal Sharma. I hope you all are doing good and are following the safety precautions in this pandemic. So here we are on our latest topic, that is Watson and Crick model for DNA double helix structure, and we are going to discuss the Chargaff rule along with this model. Watson and Crick model is very famous model for DNA double helix structure and it is followed till now. So, DNA as an acidic substance and it is present in nucleus was first identified by Friedrich Mischer in 1869. At that time, he named DNA as nuclein because he found that acidic substance in nucleus. But in 1953, James Watson and Sir Francis Crick proposed a very simple but very famous double helix model for the structure of DNA, which became very famous and it is followed till now. The observation of Sir James Watson and Sir Francis Crick was based on X-ray diffraction data that were produced by Maurice Wilkins and Rosalind Franklin. Now, what is the Chargaff rule? Before we start with the Watson and Crick model, we can look into this Chargaff rule, which was also based on the two strands pairing of polynucleotide chain. Sir Chargaff observed base pairing between two strands of polynucleotide chains, and he proposed that for a double-stranded DNA, the ratios between adenine and thymine and guanine and cytosine are constant, and that equals 1. Adenine ratio thymine and guanine ratio cytosine are always constant in a two strands of polynucleotide chain, and that equals 1. Now, what were the silent features of double helix structure of DNA? So, the given by Watson and Crick. Now, the DNA was made up of two polynucleotide chains where the backbone is constituted by sugar and phosphate and the bases project inside. I will show you a picture which will depict this more clearly to you, and also I have discussed this in my previous video, that how the sugar phosphate are linked together and how the bases are linked to them to form a nucleotide, and sugar and bases form nucleoside, and when a phosphate group is added to them they form nucleotide. Now the two chains have anti-parallel polarity, that is one run in 5' to 3' direction, so the next will have a polarity of 3' to 5' direction. And I have also discussed the polarity, the nature of polarities and this direction related concept in my previous video. Now the bases in two strands are paired through hydrogen bonding forming base pairs. So these hydrogen bonding are very strong bonds which are formed between these nitrogenous bases. Adenine form double hydrogen bond with thymine and guanine form triple hydrogen bond with cytosine. So the bond between adenine and thymine is less stronger, and the guanine and cytosine share a stronger bond as compared to adenine and thymine. Here in this structure, in this diagram, I am showing you the hydrogen bonding between adenine and thymine. Here you can see adenine and thymine and adenine, they both are joined with double hydrogen bonding, and guanine and cytosine are joined with triple hydrogen bonds. Also, you can see the polarity of both the strands here, that is 5' to 3', and this will be 3' and this will be 5'. Now that this structure implies us that the purine will be opposite to pyrimidine always, and thus a uniform distance between two strands of helix is maintained. What does this mean? It means that you have seen here that adenine comes in front of thymine always and guanine comes in front of cytosine always, and this is vice versa as well. So a purine will always face a pyrimidine, so they maintain a constant distance throughout the helix structure, and thus a uniform distance between both the polynucleotide chain is maintained. Also, the two strands run in a right-handed fashion, which I will show in the next picture, and the pitch of the helix is 3.4 nanometer. As you know, 1 nanometer is equal to 10 raised to power minus 9 meters, and also these are extra characteristics of the double helix structure, and there are 10 base pair in each turn. In each right hand turn, it covers nearly 10 base pairs. So, and the distance between a base pair in a helix is approximately equal to 0.34 nanometer. If the pitch is equal to 3.4 nanometer and there are 10 base pairs in each turn, and if you divide them both, it comes out that a base pair, a single base pair will cover a distance of 0.34 nanometer. The plane of one base pair stacks over the other in a double helix. This, in addition to hydrogen bonds, confers stability of the helical structure. What does this mean? It means that one base pair, the plane मतलब जिस plane में वो lie कर रहा है, एक base जो प्लेन होगा वो दूसरे बेस पेयर के प्लेन के ऊपर स्टैक हो जाता है, स्टैक टुगेदर इन अ डबल हेलिक्स स्ट्रक्चर, जिससे क्या होगा, हम एज I have told you already that hydrogen bonds are very strong bonds, and this stacking of planes of the base pairs over one over another, they confer stability of the helical structures in addition to the stability that is given by the hydrogen bonds. Now here you can see the double helix model showing the pitch and how the bases are arranged, and also showing the right-handed coiling of the helix structure. As you can see here, adenine is facing thymine and guanine is facing cytosine, so that a purine is always in front of pyrimidine, so maintaining a uniform distance throughout the double helix structure. Also you can see here pitch, that is almost a complete turn of the helix, which is equal to 3.4 nanometers. And also you can see here a distance between a single base pair, that is equal to 0.34 nanometer, as a single turn is comprising of 10 base pairs and the pitch is 3.4, so the distance between a single base pair will be 0.34 nanometers. Here you can easily identify the pairing of the nitrogenous bases with different colors. I hope you have understood the concept now. With this, I complete this topic of DNA double helix structure as given by Watson and Crick, and also I have discussed the points of Chargaff rule. I hope you have understood the concepts, and if you find this video helpful, please hit the like button. Also subscribe to my channel for more upcoming videos like this. And also I would like to suggest and I would advise you that you should stay safe, stay home, सेफ्टी प्रिकॉशंस अपनाएं और अपना ध्यान रखें, एंड थैंक यू सो मच.